Hi folks, I'm Grandma Wilma.
And I'm Charlotte. Welcome to Rockin' Ages.
We're going to take you on a journey through the following episodes to many centers for seniors. Centers that offer wonderful programs. Charlotte, tell us about the programs.
Like dancing, bocce ball, art, apple picking, and many more.
Do you think I'm a senior?
Yes.
Do you know what can make me happy?
Dancing.
Dancing is my passion, but any of the activities that you just mentioned and I just mentioned make me, as a senior, very happy. Join us on our journey. It's going to be a wonderful experience. And let's hit the road, Charlotte.
Come on.
Charlotte, you're scaring me. Do you have a license to drive?
I've had a license for 2 years at Legoland.
Oh, at Legoland. Well, interestingly enough, we're going to Cummings Center for Seniors, and we're going to see all the activities that they have, like art, all kinds of different exercises. They have a gift shop and the cafeteria. So it's a full day for us, honey.
Sounds fun. Let's go.
Okay. And they have a wonderful cafeteria and gift shop we're going to visit. There's so many activities. I'm so excited. And they offer so many choices.
Hi, I'm Abner Cobrin.
Hi, Abner. Good to meet you.
Nice to
I've
meet
heard
you.
so much about you.
Well, I hope it's all good. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you around the center. There's so many different things that go on here. It's just a phenomenal place.
So, Abner, it seems to me you have many multi programs going on here.
We have about 400 programs that go on here every season.
How long have you been coming to Cummings?
I got involved about 7 years ago. I retired, and a friend of mine, I went to him and said, what am I going to do now? Because the mind is very active, and I have to do something. And I want to give back to the community. I met with somebody. She gave me a list of things that I could do as a volunteer. I did Meals on Wheels. I started getting on committees. And I got on the Volunteer Lake Committee,
Yes.
which I became chairman of.
When you outreach to volunteers, how are you doing that? Are you going to the outside, other communities, advertising?
Well, we advertise. We have open house. We started something for new volunteers, for people that are retiring at the ages of 60, 62, that are either accountants that they have to retire by a certain point. What are they going to do? Can't play golf every day. They've got to do other things, give back to the community. We, as volunteers, donate our time 250,000 hours a year.
Wow.
900 plus volunteers we have
Those
here.
are very interesting stats.
And we have 1,000 people that come through these doors every day. We have volunteers that come in from school.
Intergenerational.
Intergenerational, where they come in, they can help out in any area. I had my grandchildren come with me when I was doing Meals on Wheels.
Now, this cafeteria is run how?
We have our seniors either working by serving the people,
Yes.
or working the cash, or even cleaning up. Like some people, they don't have the ability to carry their food to their table. We have people helping them.
What are the foods you serve here?
You can either have a ready-made salad, or you can have your salad made for you. They have different soups every day.
What about burgers and hot dogs and chicken?
Well, burgers, hot dogs, and chickens, you have to go somewhere else because we don't serve meat here.
Why?
Because not everybody eats meat, and healthier to eat salads and fish. So if that's all the questions you have, we can get up and I can give you a tour. Thank
So
you.
let's get on.
So let's go on and let's get a great tour of this place. Before we start our tour, I'm just going to walk you down to the boutique.
Okay.
You're going to take a look at some of the items, and then we're going to continue on our tour. Here's some of the items that is produced in the wood shop.
And then in the paint shop, being painted.
That's right.
This is lovely. And the profits go where?
Profits come back.
They come back
right back
wonderful.
into the agency.
I'm so impressed.
Where
I
are we
have to
going
tell you.
next?
Well, next we're going upstairs to the art room.
Oh, yippee, the art room.
Hi, welcome to Tech Tips with Julie. I'm Julie, and today we're going to be talking about scams, spams, and fraudulent emails. If you ever receive an email and it seems too good to be true, that's probably because it is. One way to tell if your email is fraudulent is to look at the address of the person who sent it to you. If they have a lot of letters and numbers in their email address, it's probably a scam. Second way to be able to detect a fraudulent email is to look at the logo of the company that sent it. If it's pixelated or distorted, it's probably fraud. Another way to detect if it's a scam is to look for spelling mistakes in the email. That's a good sign that it's a scam. If you see a scam email, you should delete it and make sure that your junk filter is up to date. If it's important, they'll probably contact you again. The most important takeaway from today's tech tip would be to never give your personal information out over the internet or the phone. That's it for today. Thanks. See you next time.
In the art room, they have different activities. They do sketching, they do painting.
The stained glass.
And I also see the jacket holders
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Well,
that
that's-
they paid.
Yes,
So
yes.
come on in,
Good
we'll show you some more things that are
observation.
done. Okay, these are dried flowers that are donated. They're pasted onto cards. They're thank you cards. They're sent downstairs to the boutique and they're sold. And they do very well with these things, so they have great imagination, and every day they get different flowers. So you come this way, and you'll take a look at what's done in the stained glass.
Great, great.
I do stained glass also. I've been doing it for 4 years. This is something that I'm working on right now.
Abner, that is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Oh, yes, you're right, Charlotte.
How do you make it?
Well, you have to buy glass, cut it. You have something underneath, and you match each piece. And come, you'll see others here.
How do you make like this type of shade?
You buy, there's colors that are out there. There's glass companies that have that type of glass. Lou is working on something. This is a spine. And he's doing it for his son.
It's very difficult to replicate the nerves in the between the spinal, different parts of the spine. So we have to sort of cut it smaller. Okay, so really it becomes an abstract of an actual spine. And this is going to be for my son's office as a gift to him.
But over here, do you
The
put
foil,
gold?
okay, the reason for the foil, and you can use different colors. This is a sort of a gold foil. And what you do, you peel it off and you actually wrap the foil. This is 3/16 of an inch, so you need a small foil. And you wrap it around each individual piece of glass. Then, after you finish wrapping the foil around each individual piece of glass, you use a soldering iron and you use hot solder, and you put all these pieces together and you end up with something that you see looks like the pieces of art on the windows.
That is
So it
impressive.
all holds together.
You find it impressive, Charlotte? So do I
Yes.
have to tell you. This is very intricate work, very delicate
Yeah,
work.
this is something I didn't realize when I first started it.
Okay, but how do you feel doing it?
I love it.
Wonderful.
But fortunately, I have people who are assisting us here that have more patience than I do. About 17 or 18 years ago, we had retired and sold our company, and my wife gave my credit card to 2 of her girlfriends and said, enroll him in this class and keep him busy. And I fell in love with it, like most of us here.
I'm Dr. Ashok Uman, and welcome to the 360 Wellness Report. In this series, I'd like to show you how to live a long, strong, and happy life into your 60s, 70s, and 80s in great health. Let's talk about the next pillar of great health, stress. There's so much we could say about stress, and I don't need to tell you that stress can kill you. If you put anyone under enough stress for long enough, they could get a heart attack. 80 to 90% of visits to the family doctor are stress-related in one form or another. So, what are the 3 top ways that research shows in order to protect us from the stress that we all face in our life? Well, it turns out that the number 1 stress protection strategy is talking daily to a friend. Number 2 is regular exercise. And number 3 is 10 minutes a day of deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Do at least one of them. But combining them is really a powerful strategy. Financial stress is one of the biggest stressors in our life. It can remove up to 8 years from your life. So try to live well below your means. I'm Dr. Ashok Uman, and this has been your Ounce of Prevention for today. Join me next time when we'll talk about the next great pillar of health.
like what they're doing. Do you think we should ask if we could try something? Okay, let's go. Hi, Evie. I'm Wilma.
Nice to meet you,
and
Wilma.
This is Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte. How are
and
you?
we're so excited to be here. We want to learn a little bit about your craft.
Okay.
So can you tell us what you're doing?
So basically, when you're cutting stained glass, it requires a lot of precision. And I always say that if you don't have patience, you're going to learn it in this class.
Okay.
What we do is we have to choose a pattern that we like, and then we choose various pieces of glass that we think would go with the pattern.
Okay.
Then we cut one of the copies into various pieces that we stick on the glass.
How do you know how to cut it? Is it by your eye, or do you fit it in? Do you mark it off with a crayon or a marker?
Well, sure. Like, for example, I cut this. This is part of a petal, but you're following the pattern. So,
All right,
you know,
so can we
for
see
example,
what you're doing?
You're cutting along, and then you're breaking the glass like this.
Okay.
Now, I cut it a little too far away, because then I'm going to grind this.
So you're making a shape with the pliers. Is that correct?
You're using a cutter,
A cutter.
which you often dip in oil.
Where do you get the glass from?
Well, we have various pieces in the classroom. The class has a lot of various boxes with different colors in them we choose.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
So you're making a flower here?
I am making a
Charlotte.
couple of flowers with stems. There's a couple of butterflies, and then there's lots of background and a frame. Then what I have to do is I have to put copper foil on each piece.
Yes.
And then we have to solder it all together.
So I see 16 is here, for
That's right.
example.
It's a
and
petal.
It's a petal.
It's a
so I
petal.
would, when it's all cut, I would put the petal on number 16.
Correct.
Look at that.
Yes.
Okay.
Wilma, it looks like you were made for this class.
You know, I'm not sure, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn. How do you feel about working with a lot of people together?
There's a really great sense of community here. I enjoy the camaraderie, but I also learn a lot from them. You know, somebody will show me something that I haven't thought of.
We learn off each other.
Yeah, we learn off each
I
other.
kind of
People help
agree,
each
yes,
other.
And
yeah.
nobody's judging.
I've been at this a little more than 2 years. Some people have been at this more than 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. I still consider myself quite a novice, but I'm making progress. For me, the most exciting part is cutting the glass, because like Forrest Gump always said, you never know what you're going to get. I've always had a love affair with glass, how it catches the light, how it reflects the light. And I just find that what you can do with it is really beautiful. So it really becomes like, well, for me personally, a real artistic masterpiece, even though it isn't. It makes me feel great.
Yours is round and hers is square.
Yes. I felt that a round shape for my bay window would look really great. That doesn't mean I won't make a square one of these days.
So here we have a square one.
Rosemary's doing
Rosemary.
a square. Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this fabulous art?
I've been doing this for about 6 years.
Oh,
And I really, really enjoy it.
you do, eh?
Yeah.
I love your
It's totally
creative-
relaxing, yeah. I like to do sort of funky things, quirky things. I wanted to try to do something artistic, so I figured I'd try my hand at stained glass.
Well, it's one of the harder mediums of art, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
cutting and
it
grinding,
is,
and how does it make you feel when you look at a finished product?
makes me feel good.
It's lovely.
I mean,
okay?
just over the years, I
Yes.
knew that, you know, there's all kinds of activities for the 50 and over crowd to partake in. On Wednesday mornings,
Yes.
there is an actual introductory to stained glass, which is more a one-on-one basis with the instructor.
Some of the work that was done was left by some people who used to come here, and they decided they're going to leave it because we just decorated on our windows here.
It's so perfect for the window.
Yes. Okay, the next place we're going into is the woodworking shop. A little bit noisy in there, but they do some absolutely beautiful work. They're a bunch of talented guys. They do tremendous work. They'll do so many different types of things, and they absolutely love it. There's so many people that want to join this, but there's only room for a certain amount, and the stuff that they make is absolutely beautiful.
So it shows you seniors, even though they're 70s, 80s, whatever.
It's like the new 40s.
Absolutely.
And they love it. You think
Yes.
that only the young guys can do it, well, you can see that our
No,
seniors,
young guys wouldn't be interested.
our seniors are fantastic.
I agree.
And if they don't know it, they'll learn it here because they teach well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
They make all this type of stuff in the woodworking shop, and then they paint it here. They bring it downstairs to the boutique and they sell it.
Gorgeous work.
This is a piece of art that they make here. They get it from the wood shop and then they paint it. And as you can see here, it's really nice. Katie, my baby sister, would probably love this because she does a lot of art with crayons, and this is like a crayon holder, so she can put her crayons here and take them out one by one when she needs to use them.
Hi, I'm Steve Besner, and I'm president of Seniors Choice Montreal, and we help seniors choose the best residence for their next chapter of life. Many seniors come to me and they say, Steve, not ready to move into a senior's residence yet. I feel like I'm going there to die. And many of us say in the industry, you're not going there to die, you're coming here to live. And what I mean by that is maybe at home, things are getting a little boring, you don't have as many friends as you used to, you're not as mobile as you used to, you can't do as much as you used to do. So yes, you're at home, yes, you're autonomous, but when you come to a residence, it's different. You all of a sudden have a ton of activities to do, you have a ton of friends to make, you have a library there, you have a movie theater, you do outings, you play bridge, you play bingo. There's an endless variety of things to do. You can join a drama club, it goes on and on. It doesn't end your life to come to a resident, it really starts your next chapter of life. And I hope that this puts your mind at ease a little bit, and please join us next time on Senior Living Tips.
Good to meet you, Pamela. So you're a volunteer here at Cummings Center?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. You're so young. What I'm very excited to talk about is the youth of people that can join Cummings.
I think any age can join Cummings, but definitely 50
Well,
and
50,
over.
okay, 50, okay, 50 is still young.
I work in a hospital, and I just reached a phase in my life where my daughters grew up, and
Yes.
I decided I wanted to do something else. I wanted to contribute in a different way, and I decided to come and take a tour of the place, and was just fascinated by what this place offers. Do you know that the people I have met here, they are younger than I am. I am amazed at how much they give. They give me more than I give them. And this whole notion of a number getting older, that's passé. It's you live life for the moment, and it doesn't matter if you have a little bit of memory loss or you're not walking as well. You can do so much at any age, so I don't believe in that at all. And
I agree, and I want to say there's a place for everyone.
Absolutely.
I get it, I understand it, and God bless you. Wonderful. So nice to
it's a pleasure
talk
to
to
meet
you
you
and have
as
you
well.
as a volunteer.
Oh, and I thank you.
Hi, I'm Becky, and today we're going to be talking about how different brain games keep your mind active and sharp. Activities such as crosswords, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, playing cards, and Scrabble are great to keep your mind active and sharp. You can play these kinds of games by yourself on your smartphone or any device that you have, but they're also a great opportunity to socialize with other people. Who knew playing mind games could be such a good thing? I hope this gives you peace of mind. See you next time.
Right now we're going to go into the Wellness Center and I'm going to show you around just to see what goes on here.
Thank you. Great.
Physical activity is not only good for the body, it's also great for the mind.
As you see, people come in here and they work out. If they have mobility problems, we have people on staff that work with them, and they come in very often and they just work out.
Abner, when you say mobility problems, could you be a little more specific?
Well, if they have walking issues or they have something wrong with their limbs, and they need to exercise, so this is what they do for them. They have a schedule, they come in and they work them. They say you've got to walk X amount of time, a certain speed, and they watch them. So as you see, we have many different types of machines here. And right here, they have people doing stretching exercises, and they have volunteers helping out right over here.
Oh, volunteers.
So we have a
Wonderful.
head staff who teaches the volunteer, and the volunteer works with the person who comes in to get
That's
help.
wonderful.
And we'll be walking out of here and going to the next
let's
room.
go. Thank you.
This is not for mobility, this is exercises. They do what you asked about, yoga. They're not doing it right now, but they're doing just exercises in here. Come.
One thing that these seniors have in common is passion. Whether it's passion for health and wellness or passion for creativity, everyone here is giving it their all.
Hi, this is Jay Blumenstein for Fit for Life. One of the benefits of exercise is stretching. That's one thing that a lot of people don't do to get those muscles stretched out because they spend so much time constricted the way that they are, whether you're looking at your phone, working on a computer, driving a car.
Yes.
People really need to stretch. So these are 3 basic stretches that we can do. The first one is for the hamstring, which is behind the leg. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have one leg out, one leg is straight, one leg is bent, both hands on the knee that's bent, then sitting up as straight as you can, great. And then from here, if you advance the chest a little bit, you get the stretch. Do you feel a little bit of a stretch?
I do.
And then if you want to get a little bit more, just bring that toe back a little bit, that front toe, bring it back towards you.
Okay.
And that should give you even a little bit more of a stretch. That's a hamstring stretch. Now we're going to try to stretch the chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach behind.
Yes.
That's it, great.
Yes.
And then from here, we're just going to bring out the chest and straighten the arms. This opens up the chest, opens up the lungs. Very important thing to stretch. Very good. And then our last stretch, we're going to bring our hands to our knees. Good. And then we're just going to do a little forward bend, a little back stretch. So from here, very gently, we come forward. And then we come back, hands on the knees, and then push straight up. Let's try that one more time. And come down. Good. Come back up. Push. And straight up. So Wilma, how do you feel?
Amazingly so, Jay. Better than I felt before.
Tremendous. That's one of the benefits of stretching.
I guess so. I'm not an exercising person. I'm at my car, I'm at my computer, like you said, on my phone.
Exactly.
So,
and now, by stretching a little bit,
yes,
you just feel a little bit
I
better.
feel the lungs stretch and I can breathe more heartily. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks for watching. This is Jay Blumenstein. Stay on the move.
Okay, now we're going into the adapted area, and you're going to take a look around and see some of the work that they're doing.
These are people with health issues that doctors have recommended they come here to improve upon their condition.
Yes, and then before they're accepted, they have to be assessed by head staff to see if they could work with them. They come in, they make an appointment once a week.
Yes.
They either take care of them, the head staff takes care, or the volunteers.
Yes.
So when you come in, you'll see what's going on.
Okay, great. Why did you become a volunteer here?
Well, my first choice was to volunteer in Israel, but I was just romantic and not practical. The best choice was for me is to come here.
Okay.
And I must tell you, it is the most gratifying activity that I'm doing here. They call me volunteer. I think I'm getting a lot more for myself
I understand
than
what
I
you're
get it for
saying.
other people. I have a PhD in chemistry. I'm a scientist by profession.
Let me shake your hand.
And but physical activity was part of my life from the day I remember myself. I always did sports. I'm still active. I still bike and play tennis and walk and jog and swim.
And you bike.
And I bike as well.
Do you think that's what kept you young? All
I
the
can tell you, I
activity
was
and-
watching a marketplace program.
Yes, yes.
When you do physical activity, it makes your brain.
I guess it centers us,
Exactly.
you know, and physical activity could be walking. It could
So
be
you see, Sarah keeps me healthy.
Sarah, a mitzvah that you're doing to keeping Asher healthy and yourself. You know, youth brings seniors, as far as I'm concerned, a certain joy that I know I feel.
Oh, 100%.
I'm young again.
100%.
When I'm around Charlotte, I'm young again.
Is it that your age is being young or just to feel young?
Well,
What a great
very good question. It's the way you feel. I met already people much younger than me that felt older than me. So it's all between your ears, the way you feel about yourself. And you can feel very young all your life.
I truly believe that.
Oh, absolutely.
When I play with my granddaughters and I play with them in the sand and build castles, I feel I'm a child again.
And I want to tell you something that I never grew up in here. I grew wise. Wisdom is important, but I still like to be silly and laugh. Isn't it true? Do I like to be silly? With Charlotte. We have our days, she said, yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So what did you think of today, Charlotte?
I thought it was great.
So did I. So folks, I'm saying goodbye for now.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Come on,
Okay,
Grammy. We
well,
have another adventure.
Absolutely.